So today I would like to focus on some basic rumba elements, and I would like to talk about the cucaracha, how to do the cucaracha, of course technically correct, but also I would like to give you some mechanical executions and things that I've noticed that people try to do and maybe they don't understand the concept too well. So the first thing I would like to start with is I would like to position myself on the left leg. I'm going to pick up my frame and I would like to start actually with a cucaracha to the right. So we're going to go right foot to the side, cucaracha to the right, and come back to closing the feet together. Then cucaracha to the left, bring the feet together. Now with the timing, it's going to go 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. Let's keep going. 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. Arms work in opposition. 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Side angle. 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1. Let's keep going. And 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3. Last 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1. So there are a few things I would like to mention about the cucaracha just to remind you. So number 1, cucaracha is a partial weight step. So when we step to the side, we don't want to rock the weight all the way from one foot to the other. We're staying partial weight. So 2, then we have a syncopation of and 3 when we rock the weight back to our standing leg. That is a full weight transfer, and from here through a settling action, we gather the feet underneath our body. Then we change the weight, we're going to repeat the same thing. Flat foot on the left, partial weight, and 3. We come all the way to the right leg, and we collect the foot. Our hips are going to be doing the figure 8, are also known as the Cuban motion. So when I place the foot, my hip goes forward, side, slightly to the back. I push my weight back, and through that same figure 8, I go forward, side, back, which pulls my foot in and collects the legs. Then I close my foot, I change through the figure 8 again, and I repeat the same process on the other side. So I'm gonna face the camera just for a moment so we can see that same step from the front view angle. So here we go. We're gonna start going to your left, which is gonna be my right. Ready, set, go. And 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Let's speed up. And 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1. Okay, very good. Relax. So let's talk about like some common mistakes that I've noticed people do when they try to do the cucaracha. Number 1 is they try to squeeze their sides. And by squeezing, sometimes what happens is you start collapsing your shoulders down and losing your presentation. So instead of squeezing, use the term connecting. And think of connecting more internally, your shoulder blade to your hip. So there's going to be still an internal connection and a change, but you're not going to be collapsing your frame when you're going from side to side. So if you do the same thing, we want to connect our front center. This is where your core is. By connecting your glutes, you're going to put your pelvic under, and then from here you're going to put your shoulders down. You're going to pick up your frame, and now we're going to go again. And 2, I want to feel how my, in your case, is gonna be your left shoulder, in my case, is the right shoulder connects to the right hip, but I don't overdo it to collapse. And 3, I internally connect by keeping my presentation. And 4, and especially now, make sure that that doesn't happen if we collapse, but you control the release of that set of 1, and you go to the other side. 2 and 3, you control, and 4, 1. Another thing that I've noticed is that sometimes shoulders go up and people actually overdo their releve, which makes them have a height change. So when we go to the side, 2 and 3, try to keep the change of the height to happen underneath your body. First, place the flat foot, then you're gonna have a position where both legs are gonna go through a flat foot, and then you change as you settle by lifting both the foot on your free leg. So don't overdo the change when you're doing the Cucaracha this way, so you don't go up and down in height. So let's try those two things. We're gonna be trying to connect the sides, not squeezing them too much, and also we're gonna be changing underneath the body, where we're gonna be working with our foot pressure is gonna push the hip out of the foot, and our shoulder blade is gonna connect our upper body as two opposing forces working together. Okay, I'm gonna turn my back to you. We're gonna start with my weight on the left. Prepare your arms to the side, and ready, set, connect, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 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 and 2, and 3, and 4, 1. Let's speed up. 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1. Alright, I tried to turn too fast. Okay, very good. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to talk about upper body presentation. We're going to be having a leading side with your rib cage. Yeah, and the rib cage usually is a reaction of a good and strong leg action. So if you use your hips in an appropriate way, let's say if I'm using my right hip, I'm going to have a counter reaction which we call a leading side with my left rib cage. So most of the time, if I try to just put leading side in an inappropriate way, just for the sake of the picture, then it's going to look odd, and also it's going to be non-functional, and it's going to throw you off balance. So try to combine your leg action with your hip action together with your reaction in your upper body, which later on is going to give your legs a more clear direction. So if we try this exercise and we start with our feet together, and you just from here change the weight from one foot to the other, try to combine in opposition your left hip having a reaction with the right rib cage. Again, connect your shoulder blade to your hip without squeezing and collapsing, and go on the other side and repeat that same process. So 2 and 3 and 4, 1. This is where you need to control a little bit more. And 2 and 3 and 4, 1. Alright, let's go back and try the same thing now. Back to our Cucaracha. Ready? We're gonna go to the right. Set, go. 2 and 3 and 4, 1. Now you finish on the right hip here. You need to have your left rib cage forward. I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to go to the left. 2 and 3, and 4. Now, settle on the left hip, right rib cage is gonna go forward, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and continue, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, and. Okay, very good. Well done. So, these are some basic things that we can do in our cucaracha.